Yes, log on to Doggie Diamonds. I just ate about 90 Sun Chips, my bad. Log on to doggiediamondstv.com. That's the official website. On there, you'll find everything Doggie Diamonds. My Instagram, my Twitter, my X, my Facebook, and my merch too. You know what? My merch too. Blame these Sun Chips. Although they didn't cut me no money, these Sun Chips, honey barbecue, is rocking. I ain't even gonna hold you. Listen, man, have you heard about my $100 promo? Let me give you some details really quick. I should have got something to drink as well, too. The promo will be done on Doggie Diamonds TV and the Interlude TV. That's the Insta Stories, YouTube community, Threads, Facebook, Twitter accounts. I can promote whatever you need. But as a reminder, this is for serious inquiries only, man. Must be Cash App ready. I can help you bring more awareness to your products. Just contact me at Doggie Diamonds on Instagram. Listen, and if you need help, Coach Kandaka is now accepting clients. Book right now. Consultations. Sound like Arnold Schwarzenegger, right? Consultations, but no, consultations with Coach Kandaka for artists, podcasters, business owners, content creators. The services include social media growth, brand clarity, organic supporter building, rollout strategy, product management, monetization strategy. Just DM at Coach Kandaka on Instagram to book. You will get a specialized strategy for any of those brands any brand you might have. Just read the flyer and just hook it up. Man, let's go. All right. Yo, I tried to eat like I tried to eat a few Sun Chips. They got these new honey barbecue Sun Chips that's rocking. I tried to eat like a good 16 of them real quick and then do the show. That ain't work out too good for me. Got me all needing water. I ain't got nothing to drink too. Drank all my BCAAs, so I'm just sitting here. But we gonna rough this one out. Brother. Shout out to everybody in the chat room. We got Briz in the room. Jigga 1017 in the room. CEO Falcone, I see you. The Emilio Egbar Show, what's up with you? SCG Publishing, what's up? Brooklyn GQ, I see you. CEO Falcone, what's up? Gregory Lee, what's up? EC, what's up? Is in that green because they're a member. Fax Machine 2000, what's up? Kirksky is boss, what's up? In that green. That means he's a member as well. Bobby Mostacks, what's up? Robert T, what's up? Zone 864 TV, what's up? Boxing Men 1, what's going on? The Spectacular Enterprise Podcast channel, what's up? We got Philly She back in the building. Yes, we back. 2 shows in a row, man. 2 shows in a row. Richard Asante, what's up? Valentino Icon, what's up? Don't forget. Doggie Diamonds did this. Yes. Kathy Rose, how you doing? Phase shifting 3 and T. If that 3 is for E, that's dope. Phase shifting E and T. If that 3 is for E, that's fire. I ain't gonna front. I ain't even gonna hold you. That's fire right there. I'm just back. You know what I'm saying? What's up with y'all, man? How's everybody doing tonight? Thank you, Corbin Phoenix. What's up? I just want y'all to know too, man. I be working hard. I be doing all the music. I be doing a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? Doing a lot of stuff to make all this dopeness happen. Oh man, hold on. The show, it ended that quick. The music ended that quick. Like, yo, what are you doing? You ain't ready? Rip this mother. What's up, everybody? I'm Doggie Diamonds. This is Doggie Diamonds TV. This is Doggie Diamonds No Filter. I just wanted to come here and say something really quick about the immortal Hulk Hogan. And I'm going to keep it tall. I know a lot of people don't like Hulk Hogan. A lot of people are saying Hulk Hogan was racist. They didn't like him. Hulk Hogan didn't like N-words. Because of a leaked conversation went out with him expressing his displeasure of his daughter dating an N-word. Can I keep a secret with y'all? I'm going to just keep it real.
I don't like niggas either.
Just keep it real. I don't either. So I could kind of understand the sentiment a little bit. I love black people.
But I don't like niggas either.
And I ain't really with the fake outrage either. Niggas be picking and choosing. Niggas be picking and choosing what they like and they dislike, you know. I know the armchair revolutionaries. I know the armchair black power people who don't do anything for the people. They just sit online and type hard and have an opinion. I get it. I'm not trying to fight with none of y'all. I'm not trying to convince nobody or nothing. I speak for myself. I speak for myself because niggas pick and choose when they don't like somebody or like something, and the fake outrage and people be going with a lot of people and people's opinion. Now, let me tell you why I was a Hulkamaniac. First and foremost, we go into my childhood. We go into my childhood. Childhood when innocence was still in you. When you didn't have a care in the world, all you had to care about is getting up on that Saturday, getting you some cereal or whatever breakfast you had, a Pop-Tart or whatever you had, and watching you some wrestling. My love of wrestling came from my grandmother. She loved wrestling. She passed it to me. Some of my earliest memories is Hulk Hogan. Some of my earliest memories is Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan made me love wrestling, along with Superfly Jimmy Snuka, Junkyard Dog, Andre the Giant. I love wrestling. And one of the main reasons why I love wrestling to this day is because of Hulk Hogan. Yeah, and now, in these later times, things might have changed of how he carried himself. But I'm talking about wrestling as a child. It was me and my grandmother thing. I didn't have a care in the world. A lot of my early memories is Hulk Hogan. When he beat the Iron Sheik in Madison Square Garden for that title, it's so crazy because I watch that once a month. Been watching it once a month. I watched it once a month. We talking about one of the most famous people in the world. One of the most famous people in the world. And when we dealing with my childhood, that's what I remember. I'm a grown-ass man that can make my own decisions. If somebody do something that I don't like or I don't rock with, fine, but they don't affect my bottom line. They don't affect my bottom line. I don't sit around being mad on the internet over something somebody said because, again, some of the sentiments I be sharing too. I just don't admit it. I'm going to be real with you. If I had a daughter and she came in with somebody like Hulk Hogan, I wouldn't like that neither. So he had a right to say what he preferred for his daughter or not. So the fake outrage and finding out that somebody didn't like you, so what? I don't like y'all niggas neither. How about that? And y'all don't like me either. How about that? So let's just keep it tall on somebody's personal preference or how they feel about somebody. Cut it out. Because a lot of y'all is puss, boots, ain't gonna kill nothing, let nothing die, ain't gonna do nothing. You just type on the internet. You ain't outside nowhere. And when you're outside, you're quiet as a church mouse. And as soon as you get on the internet, you start saying what bothers you and what you don't like. Cut it out. Cut it out. I'm talking about my childhood. I'm talking about going back to when I was a little kid and I didn't know nothing about how nobody felt. I didn't know nothing about color or what people thought. You think most of them don't feel that way about you? He just got caught. So why like any of them? How do you talk? One thing I ain't gonna be is no hypocrite. Hulk Hogan rocking wrestling. I watched it. Hulk Hogan rocking wrestling. I watched it. I'm glad you said that, Dominique Rowe, because I'm not caping for nobody, but let's keep it real. So if you feel, listen, this is my thing. If you feel a way about somebody, why you don't put that work in? Why y'all always typing on the internet about how you feel? Y'all not a part of no organization. Why you don't put no work in? Put that work in. Put it in. Do what you gotta do. Typing on the internet don't mean nothing. Put that work in. If you feel so strong. I think posts and statuses is change. Y'all will forget about it tomorrow. Y'all don't even stand for nothing. Y'all will forget about it tomorrow. It'll be gone tomorrow. Put that work in if you feel like that. Because when I felt the way about people, I ain't even typing. I ain't even saying nothing. So don't be sitting around trying to stare people's opinion because you're fake mad. Because if you didn't care, you just wouldn't say nothing. You know, saying something is caring, right? Even when you say you don't like something, you like it. That's it. If you don't care, don't say nothing. Sometimes just keep scrolling. But I'm talking about my childhood. I'm talking about when I was a little kid, you was I was a Hulkamaniac. I was. I'm not even going to front. That's what this is all about. I was a Hulkamaniac. I was. Say your prayers, eat your vitamins. When he slammed Andre the Giant. When he beat the Iron Sheik. WrestleMania with Mr. T. That shit had a lot to do with my childhood. That shit had a lot to do with my childhood. And it had a lot to do with my bond with my grandmother. So when I think about her, rest in peace to my grandmother, we used to love watching wrestling. We used to love watching wrestling. Yeah, you're right. Unfollow on my channel. You're not hurting me. What am I have? 285,901 now? You're not hurting me. That's what y'all don't understand. You're not hurting me. You're not hurting me by saying that. So what? You can't take away nothing I've ever done. You can't take away none of my accolades. So what? Because even when a lot of y'all say that you're going to do something, you're not, because now you're going to become one of my professional haters. So you're going to start following me on all social media platforms saying how you hate me. So Y'all never go away. A hater never goes away. He just gets stronger and stronger. Then y'all band together. Theo, it's a part of my childhood. I'm not talking about the man. I'm talking about the wrestler. That's all I'm talking about. Let's talk about the wrestler. Let's talk about the wrestler. That's all. Talking about wrestling. I don't know that guy. That guy was a damn, the dude is a damn, is a character. He's a character. I want the gold. Hulk Hogan.
I'm coming for you, nigga.
Booker T called him a nigga. You understand what I'm saying? I love wrestling. I love wrestling. So I ain't gonna front and act like I'm on the bandwagon like I don't love wrestling. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm glad you said that, Tech 489. It ain't about whether you disagree. Dude said I'm unsubscribing for your channel. Did you not see that? That is a hater. Because you don't agree with one thing I said, if you agree with 98% of what I said, and then one thing you don't agree with, I'm unfollowing your channel. What am I supposed to do? Sit here and cry? I'm supposed to be upset? I'm supposed to shut everything down? That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. If you are 45 and up, 9 times out of 10, you love Hulk Hogan. Don't front now because the internet is going. See, that's the thing with me. I don't care what niggas say. I'm not a bandwagon dude. I'm not one of them dudes. I'm an independent critical thinker. I'm not going to act like I didn't have no love for Hulk Hogan, like I wasn't ripping shirts, like I wasn't taking cardboard, making belts. I'm not going to front. That's the difference between me and a lot of people. I'm not going to front. If you love wrestling, you got to thank that man. Jacob Fatu, Roman Reigns, The Rock, Rocky Johnson. None of them would be here if it wasn't him. And Hulk Hogan did jack superstar Billy Graham. I'm going to keep it real. But so did Jesse Ventura. So did Scott Steiner. You understand what I'm saying? So I ain't got nothing to do with any political stuff. I don't get involved in none of that stuff. I'm talking about Hulk Hogan, the wrestler. The wrestler, that's it. He might, you know what, Howard D., when you say he ruined his legacy, he might have. But I'm going to talk about Hulk Hogan, the wrestler, prior to any of that. You wrestled with your homeboy. You wanted to be Hulk Hogan. I had the thumb. Did y'all have the thumb things? I had the thumb things. I had the wrestling thumbs. I had the ring. I had all of that. I had all of that. I had all of that. As a kid, I had it. Thunderlips in the Rocky movie. Zeus, Debo. He slammed Andre the Giant. He slammed Andre the Giant. I don't care about, most of them say stuff I don't agree with. That's just the truth. I'm just talking about when I was a kid and I loved wrestling. Remember Rip 'em? That was one of the first positive role models that some of us saw on TV. The A-Team, say your prayers, eat your vitamins. I was a Hulkamaniac. I ain't gonna front. I ain't gonna lie. Wrestling in the arcade, fire. I'm gonna get the emulator. Do y'all remember? You trying to tell me when that dun, 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 came on, you wasn't getting hype, you lying. You lying. Even when you heard that, dun, 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 dun,
The NWO.
you wasn't getting hype when they came out? Or that doom, 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 doom. I was a big wrestling fan. That's all I'm saying. I was a big, gigantic wrestling fan. Yo, you couldn't tell me I wasn't going to be a wrestler. So that's all I'm saying. Even when he came out to Eye of the Tiger. Yeah, Black Light just said it. That Eye of the Tiger. Remember Howard Finkel? And they knew. He was like,
And they knew WWF World Heavyweight Champion, the incredible Hulk Hogan.
yo, Howard Finkel. Well, you know Mean Gene. I'm just saying. If you was a kid, you loved it. You loved it. You loved the Hulk up. Hairline gone. Start shaking. Point that finger. Come on, man. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, dudes do some shit they ain't got no business doing. I'm not going to sit here and say, I'm not excusing that. But I'm just saying, when I was a kid, Hulk Hogan was one of them ones. But you wasn't in the crib talking about when it come crashing down and it hurts. Come on. That was like the first white dude that was a goddamn hero. King Kong Bundy, you didn't cry when King Kong Bundy splashed him mad times? If you 45 and up and King Kong Bundy splashed him mad times, you cried. When Paul Orndorff clotheslined him and then power drived him, you was mad. When Paul Orndorff held his arm up and then clotheslined him, you was tight. Don't front. Don't front. Don't front. That's all I'm saying is, as a kid, yo, I was a Hulkamaniac. That's all I'm saying. And we thought wrestling was real. We thought it was real. Then we found out it was fake, and I still like it. You know what I'm saying? The black wrestlers of Hulk Hogan era was Rocky Johnson, Rocky Soul Man Johnson. That's The Rock's father, Tony Atlas, Kamala, Junkyard Dog, Coco Beware, Butch Reed, Ron Simmons, Shaska Watley. It was a few of them. So again, yeah, even Zeus, Tiny Lister. You know, and Bad News Brown was another one, indeed. SD Jones, Special Delivery Jones, Booker T. Booker T is after Hulk Hogan's era, though. Butch Reed, Hacksaw Butch Reed. Let me see. Ahmed Johnson, all of them are later. They're not during Hulk Hogan's era. I'm talking about prime Hulk Hogan. Yeah, Virgil was ass, though. Bobo Brazil is prior to Hulk Hogan. D'Lo Brown is after. We talking about 80s. It was JYD, Coco Beware, Virgil, Virgil's name was Soul Train Jones. I'm telling you, I'm only saying this, right? Because I really loved wrestling. Like, Abdullah the Butcher. I really loved wrestling. Kamala. Yes, Kamala. Yep. Abby, when they say Abby, they talking about Abdullah the Butcher, same person. Somebody say Harley Race. Harley Race wasn't no black person. Abdullah the Butcher had that little shank in his tights. You remember he had a fork? Minute you ain't looking? That's all I'm saying. I was a wrestling fanatic, bro. You cannot tell me I wasn't a Hulkamaniac. I used to watch WWF, World Class Wrestling, UWF, Pez Watley and Shaska Watley. Yeah. Even Iceman Parsons, Iceman King Parsons was another one. Big Cat Ernie Ladd. They had Iceman King Parsons was another one. I watched all wrestling. I watched, somebody said Iceman King. Yeah, Iceman King Parsons. I watched all that. AWA was weak though. WCCW. It was NWA and NWA and WCW. Papa Shango was a little later. Somebody said, Akeem, you going to hell. Yeah, Papa Shango was a little later, but I'm telling you, I really was a wrestling fanatic. And when we talk about wrestling, wrestling was a territory thing. When Hulk Hogan left AWA, because he beat Nick Bockwinkel one night, they wouldn't take the belt off of Nick Bockwinkel in the AWA and give it to Hulk Hogan. But one night he did beat Nick Bockwinkel. They reversed it. Gave Nick Bockwinkel the belt back. When they gave Nick Bockwinkel the belt back, Vince McMahon Jr. called Hulk Hogan and was like, come to the WWF and I'll give you the belt. That's why he wasn't there long. As soon as he came, he beat the Iron Sheik for the title. Somebody said Michael Saxon. Fred Bucks, WWE 2K. You know your damn wrestling. Michael Saxon used to come in the ring like Michael Jackson. I salute you so hard for saying that, bro. Goodness gracious. You said Michael Saxon. He used to come to the ring dressed like Michael Jackson. That person, he knows wrestling. Fred Bucks knows wrestling. But when he left and he didn't when they didn't give him the AWA belt, he was at a real high popularity. Vince McMahon called and said, come over here. They took the belt off of him. That day he pinned Iron Sheik, Hulkamania was born. We're talking about wrestling that became global. Because they already was going to Japan. And believe it or not, when he wrestled in Japan, he was doing wrestling moves. He was doing small packages, that's a name. He was doing spinning toe holds. He was doing all of that. So Hulk Hogan, the wrestler, just was a Hulkamaniac, man. Bob Backlund couldn't do it. It was many wrestlers before Hulk Hogan. And I'm going to keep it real. He did Swagger Jack. Jushin Thunder Liger was his name. Jushin was his first name. All Japan Pro Wrestling. I ain't going front. He used to team with Stan Hansen out there. I'm telling y'all, I was a wrestling freak. I was a wrestling freak. I could tell you almost every wrestler name, no matter what federation it was with. I knew everybody. I knew everybody. But again, we have a childhood that we had where we practice moves on each other. Remember when you first did the figure 4 leg lock to your brother, your cousin? Bash at the beach. When Scott Hall and Nash left the WWF to go to WCW, first Scott Hall came to the WCW. He still was Razor Ramon. He still was doing the Chico. Rest in peace to Scott Hall too. He came to WCW and he said, I'm here, but you don't know while I'm here. Then Big Kevin Nash showed up. Them two was there and they was wreaking havoc. And they said somebody else is coming. They didn't say who it was, but they booked a match at Bash at the Beach against Macho Man Randy Savage and Sting. Hulk Hogan comes to the ring. Rest in peace to the Brain too, Bobby the Brain Heenan. Hulk Hogan comes to the ring, and they thought that he was coming to save Sting and Macho Man. He backs up against the ropes and comes down with a leg drop. Greatest heel turn ever. We never saw it coming. We never saw that coming. But who's the third man? And Bobby the Brain Heenan almost blew it because he said, yeah, but who is Hogan here for? Bobby the Brain Heenan almost blew it. Sergeant Slaughter was on G.I. Joe. So he comes out. Y'all ever been to a wrestling match? That's what I'm saying. I used to go to wrestling matches. I went to one last year. All the trash in the ring. When Hulk Hogan was like, all you fans could stick it. Yo, man, Hulk Hogan was that dude, man. Hulk Hogan was that dude. Yeah, like I said, maybe later on in life, he was on, he was on what he was on. But as a kid, man, nah, man, I believe that Hulk Hogan versus WCW for Nintendo 64 is one of the dopest games ever. Hulk Hogan versus WCW versus NWO for Nintendo 64 is one of the dopest games ever. I'm just keeping it real. Dave Hefner had a partner named Earl Hefner. They was identical twins. Do you remember when they came out? Now, Dick Murdoch was a part of them Triple Ks. He was. You know what I'm saying? He was. But let me tell y'all something, man. NWO Revenge, yes, it was fire. You know what I'm saying? So, at the end of it all, if we put our faith in people and we love people, they always going to disappoint us. But at the same time, it's a lot of things about people that I don't like that I found out later. Yo, X from VA, Gorilla Monsoon. Let me tell you what I liked about Gorilla Monsoon. Gorilla Monsoon, if you really remember Gorilla Monsoon, he knew like every body part. He'd be like, he got him by the trapezius muscle. Remember that? He got him in the sternum, hit him in the bread basket. I used to be like, what the hell is the bread basket? He got him by the trapezius muscle. You don't remember that? Gorilla Monsoon knew the correct term for every body part. But I mean, at the end of it all, I was a Hulkamaniac. I was a Hulkamaniac. And as we get older. And I'm gonna be real with you. I don't really think it had nothing to do with him and his daughter. I think people playing that. I think it's because he came out and people calling him MAGA. That's really why. Really being real. That's why nobody like him. You never see me say, as an adult, I rock with him. But you see me, I'm talking about as a kid. As a kid. And, yo, hold on. Let me tell you how real it is. Hold on. I'm going to tell you how real it is. Y'all think I'm playing, right? Y'all think I'm playing? Do this look like I'm playing? Do this look like I'm playing? I didn't even open it. You see what this is, right? This look like I'm playing? I'm for real. I'm a grown-ass man with a lunchbox. With the WrestleMania lunchbox. With him slamming, I ain't even taking it out the plastic. That's how real I am. That's him slamming Andre. I'm for real. I really love wrestling. I'm not even, it's a lunchbox. I'm not never taking this out, the plastic. Y'all think I'm playing? I'm not playing. I'm telling you, I'm really about this action. I had this for like a year. Look, Hulk Hogan, JYD, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Andre the Giant. This is the king. I think this might be the King Harley race. He was the king at the time. And Macho Man. Come on, man. I'm not playing. This ain't never coming out the plastic. I'm really about that. I'm not playing. Y'all think I'm joking? That's why I came here. I'm not playing. I forgot I had this. Forgive me. That's what I'm saying. Like, you can see it. I'm not taking it out the plastic, but you see it. Y'all see the stare down? WrestleMania 3. Look, when he slammed Andre. So I don't never want nobody to say, you a poser. You ain't really down. Nah. I love wrestling. So why wouldn't, if I had this already for like a year, and somebody that I had already on a lunchbox, some iconic thing for a year, why when he passed away, I would just be like, yo, F him, he was this. So what does this mean? I'm telling you. Just being real. Just being real. This is in the plastic. Got the cup in there and everything. I'm just being, that has a thermos in there. I'm just being real. You know what I'm saying? I love wrestling. I'm not a poser. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a poser. So I'm really into wrestling. Y'all know some nights I just talk about wrestling. You know what I'm saying? So again, yeah, he got it twisted. I'm not justifying that. But he also got the right to say who he want to date his daughter. He just got that right. Can't get mad at that. You can't get mad at that. But me, as a kid, nah. I was fucking with it. Mr. T became larger than life. He was in Rocky as Thunder Lips. One of the most famous men in the world. So you ain't gotta, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta rock with him. You ain't gotta like it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just not one of them people who gonna be fake. Just like we might have loved Theo. We might not have really cared about Malcolm like that, but we love Theo. I'm gonna give y'all something too. This is foul. Respect. This is all due respect. But we're gonna keep it real. Later on in life, Malcolm Jamal Warner didn't have a lot of positive things to say about hip hop. Neither did we. Neither do we. But when I think about my childhood, I think about Theo. Malcolm Jamal Warner could say what he want, but Theo is a part of my childhood. And let me tell y'all something. I don't know about y'all. A lot of my childhood was rough. So anytime I could go to a place in my childhood where it wasn't rough, it was cool, and I had a good time, I'm always going to go to the people that was a part of it. And Hulk Hogan was a part of it. Theo was a part of it. I used to watch the Osbournes. I'm not even going to lie. I used to watch the Osbournes. Me. I used to watch the Osbournes. I didn't understand a damn word Ozzy Osbourne said. That's why I used to watch it, because I used to be rolling when he talked. Yo, I used to be rolling when Ozzy Osbourne talked. I didn't understand a damn word he said. I watched that to laugh. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I used to watch that shit to laugh, because I ain't understand a damn word Ozzy Osbourne ever said. Just to keep it real with you, that shit used to have me rolling. He used to talk about the Sharon. Yo, I used to laugh. I used to watch that just to laugh. I promise you. Sharon, I used to be like, yo, I used to think that shit was funny. So that's the difference between me and other people. I'm not going front. I'm not going cap and try to be cap like everybody else, like, you know, this fake radical shit. Because I really come from organizations. I really come from being in the street, doing what I needed to do when it was time to do it. I'm not going to sit online and play games and act like I'm mad, because what's going to happen is in the next few days, y'all going to think about something else. Y'all going to remember something else. So I used to watch the Osbournes. I ain't even going front. I ain't going to lie. I used to watch that shit. Niggas was fine. I didn't understand a fucking word he said. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Ozzy Osbourne and the Road Warriors. You see the correlation. Doom. When that music came on and Hawk and Animal came out, somebody was gonna get Coco Beware. Parrot name was Frankie. Coco Beware's parrot name was Frankie. I'm telling you, I know my wrestling. His name is Frankie. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. Our childhood, this is all I'm saying to y'all. Our childhood took a hit, man. A lot of shit in them 80s passed away this week. And that mean one thing. Yo, we got more time behind us than we got ahead of us. So I be trying to spend that time going to the nostalgia part of my life when you had that innocence, when you had fun, when life was just about being with your family and eating cereal and playing. I didn't rock with the Freebirds because I thought Michael P.S. Hayes was a mook. Just keep it real with you. I like Terry Bam Bam Gordy, but I used to like Bam Bam Bigelow more. So it was like the battle of the Bam Bams. Then you had Dr. Death Steve Williams. They used to call him Bam Bam sometimes, but that was in UWF. The Freebirds was I think that was UWF too. I know about the Von Erich family. Rest in peace to them. Skandar Akbar. Yeah, I didn't like the Freebirds because of that. But I'm just saying to y'all, shit a part of our childhood. We just go back and WCCW. Yeah, the British Bulldogs. My favorite tag team ever was the Road Warriors. You know what I'm saying? The Road Warriors. I didn't like the Ultimate Warrior. You know what I'm saying? But they was UWF and World Class. World Class, they used to fight. They used to always have 6-man tag team matches against the Von Erichs. Did y'all know that Kerry Von Erich only had one leg? One of his legs was fake? Look it up. You know what I'm saying? Dread Mega, I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? So like I was saying, man, like, you could feel how you want to feel. Yeah, the Bernadette Price interview was before that. Yeah, I'm telling y'all, man, I was a wrestling fanatic, man. I got lunch boxes. I ain't even taking this out the bubble wrap. I got lunch boxes. You know what I'm saying? I got lunch boxes. Yo, remember the Mega Powers? That was Hulk Hogan and Macho Man. Yo, I was mad when they made the Ultimate Warrior beat Hulk Hogan. I was tight. I ain't gonna front, I was mad at that. But see, Ultimate Warrior, he couldn't carry the company. They had to bring Hulk Hogan back. Every time wrestling was getting stale, they had to bring Hulk Hogan back. Remember when he came back to WWE? He had the mask on. He look that up, when Hulk Hogan had the mask on. Because Vince McMahon had banned him, had suspended him. And he suspended him and he came back with a mask on as Mr. America. Y'all don't remember that? Hulk Hogan was Mr. America. And then he came back. Yeah, Mr. America. See, Fred Bucks, man, you my dude, man. Like, me and you just got to talk wrestling one day. Fred Bucks, WWE 2K, know his wrestling, man. And that makes me happy. Baron Von Raschke with that weak-ass claw. And, yo, and I'm going to keep it real with y'all, too. We love wrestling, right? But wrestling was already on the racist side a little bit. We had Akeem. Akeem was supposed to have been from South Africa. Do you remember when Vince McMahon walked past Booker T and was like, "What up, my nigga?" You don't remember that? So if we gonna go all out, let's throw the whole wrestling in the garbage. You remember that? When Vince McMahon looked at Booker, no, he looked at John Cena and was like, "What up, my nigga?" Yokozuna wasn't Japanese. Kamala wasn't from Uganda. I'm just keeping it real with y'all. So a lot of it was always on that a lot of it was always on that time. The whole wrestling was on that type of time. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Hollywood versus The Rock. No, they turned on Hulk Hogan. The NWA turned on Hulk Hogan for that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he was wearing a do-rag and everything. Y'all never saw that? Vince McMahon was a wild boy. Vince McMahon was a wild boy. Abdullah the Butcher was not from the Sudan either. So it was already wild shit on there. Just keep it real. You know what I'm saying? I mean, let me show y'all something else too while we at it. Show y'all something else. This don't got nothing to do with it, but I like fake outrage. I showed it before, but I'll find it again. If it ain't get scrubbed from the internet. This was 3 years ago. It's factual. I think it might have been scrubbed from the internet, but this was said before. You see what this says? See what that says? I ain't justifying it. One ain't better than the other. But I could find the full thing where niggas said if it was a bunch of naked women in the room, he could tell which one is the black girl because they stink. It's just the truth. I exposed that a long time ago, but y'all still watch that nigga. So, again, y'all pick and choose. Y'all pick and choose. That was actually said. Yeah, Scott Hall was white, but he acted like a Cuban. I mean, nothing surprises me. Yokozuna was a damn Samoan. Yokozuna is Rakishi's brother. I'm gonna show y'all again. Y'all don't believe me? Y'all can look at it for yourself. I'll find it. I already talked about this before, so I ain't gonna do it again because I can't really play it. I'm just keeping it real. This was 3 years ago though, but you know, ain't nothing gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing gonna happen. But all right, I just wanted to kick it real quick. Rest in peace to Hulk Hogan. Part of my childhood. Yo, you know what's funny too? I think a lot of times we say a lot of people are let me ask y'all something. If somebody is deemed to be erasers. Wouldn't you want to know? Like, are we all to a certain extent? I mean, look, let's look at something in real time. Hold on. I be getting flack on X for the shit I say, but you know, I don't care. Watch this. This might be considered by some people I shouldn't be saying this, but I don't care. Watch this. Maybe I could go. My bad. I'm pulling the academics. Let me show y'all something. Look at this. In real time. Should I not say this? Watch this. Should I not say this? Look what I said. I gotta come on the screen. Hold on. Should I not say this? Just really. Should I not be able to say this? That's how I feel. This is how I feel. Should I not be able to say this? I'm just saying. It got 121,000 views. Should I not be able to say this? Is this bad? I said this out loud. So when he said why would that affect me if I say what I say? I'm talking about all of them. You understand what I'm saying? So when somebody say something, it don't really bother me because I be like, yo, should I be more scared when a dude might have denied me of a bank loan or denied me of a car loan or mortgage or something? You know what I'm saying? When somebody say something out loud, that shit don't bother me. It really don't. It don't make me say, oh, they're this and they're that. Look how many views it got. Look at the engagement it got. You won't believe the engagement. Look, I don't even know some of these people. Oh, I be smoking some of them too. Who are you? You said what? See, a nobody. Look, a Russian. You don't even follow me. Hold on. Hold on, in real time. Hold on. All right, I'm back. I don't let nothing slide on X. Look. Look. See what I'm saying? Look. Look what I'm saying. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this motherfucker. That's what I'm saying. You gotta love this shit. Gotta love this shit. Look. This nigga wrote this. Think tank. I can't stand people who talk about rap way more than you, buddy. If I hear one more thugged out, look, they start coming out. Look. They start coming out. They start letting you know who they are. This is how you draw them out. This is how you draw them out. Look. Somebody tagged these people. I don't even know who that is. I'll take the bait. Why? I think I answered them. No, I didn't answer you. Look. Explain to me how you want people to buy a product but have no right to critic or applaud that product. Your skin color does not give you a better knowledge of music than the next man. All fans of music should be able to give their 2 cents on it. Simple. See, it just went over his head what I was saying. Look at this bozo said. Look at this right here. This is the most bozo thing that I seen on here. Look what this bozo said. You know I couldn't let that slide. Look. Look what I said. I read some stupid shit on Twitter before, but this man has to be up there. Look, I know I replied. Oh, he was getting smoked though. They wasn't too kind to him. They wasn't too kind to him. I know. Where's my shit? Because I know I replied. Why they ain't show? Oh, let me see. I ain't showing my replies. Am I in trouble on here? Yeah, I'm probably in trouble on X. Knowing me. I'm telling you, this is what I want y'all to understand. It's real in the field, man. It's real in the field. You're gonna hear when you sit in the seat that I sit in, you see and hear all kinds of things. So sometimes y'all be wondering, yo, what he tripping off of? You see and hear all kinds of things. Like, this ain't no game. Sitting here, having an opinion, talking about the culture, this ain't no game. This ain't for the weak. This is not for the weak. It get real. I'm just one of the ones that's going, you understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna meet you. I'm gonna meet you there. But it get real. It get real. And then what's even deeper, I said some. See what I'm saying? I said some. Look how that work. Oh, they took my money out of my account. But all right, y'all, man. Let me get up out of here. I don't know what's going on with YouTube. They've been seeming to play with my numbers a little bit. But I thank y'all for joining me. I might be back in trouble again because I put a video up there, whatever. Whatever gonna happen, man. Ain't nothing we can do about nothing anyway. So I said something because you know what? That had nothing to do with from the creator side. I want y'all to know that. I wasn't talking about from the creator side. I was talking about from the dudes who sit around and be critics of it that never created anything. We do have some people who are creators, who are creative, that I feel to a certain extent got a right to speak on some things. But some of them who never did shit shouldn't talk. That's it. That's just how I feel. I know this video ain't getting monetized. Whatever. Make sure y'all hit the like out on the button, or like button on the way out. Like out on the button. Oh, man. I said I burned 767 calories today. Been working out for 111 minutes and was standing for 11 hours. Oh, hold on. Y'all about to see my password. Y'all can't see that. Anyway, man, I appreciate y'all. Y'all know I could talk to y'all all night. Dre Day, I appreciate you, man. You know, I appreciate all of y'all. See, look what Brooklyn Divine came in and said. Hulk Hogan was a major part of our child. Yo, that's all. See, that's all I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying. Somebody said going back to bullshit that worked for me. Yeah, I got some interviews I gotta do, man. Rather, I gotta edit. Hold on. Oh, let me find something real quick. Hold on. Don't tell nobody. This is coming out. Let me see if I can find it. What the fuck I just do? I just put something somewhere. Hold on. Hold on. You can't tell nobody about this though.
Was coming through the.
All right. I misspelled the name. But I want to show y'all something. This is exclusive. Can't tell nobody though. Gotta keep quiet. Hold on. Shh. Don't go nowhere yet. I misspelled the name, but I'm gonna fix it.
He asked my friend, girl, we changed numbers.
I never dated, right or wrong.
No, people talking about probably within the last 10 years, so I'm dating guys, so I'm used to tradition. So will want her hand, fingers.
Oh, hold your hand up.
Her hands. So will want these type of things done to them.
So when you say freaky, I mean, a lot of dudes nowadays, they get their ass ate. They don't think that that's freaky. Well, I do. I ain't doing that ever. I don't want nobody even suggesting it to me. What could be more freakier than that?
When you is being coached into putting your hands in objects in a man's ass.
Watch this. You said hand or finger, like
fingers, more than one fingers.
Oh, hold your hand up.
I got big hands.
Okay, so
yes, big hands.
But hold up. Your fingers. 2? Nah, fam. 1 is too crazy, but 2? Nah. 3? Nah.
I was coached in it.
Goodness gracious. Holy shit. I be having some wild content. Yeah, I got to work on that. It's a well-known person, too. Goodness gracious. It's a well-known person, too. This is disgusting. yeah, I gotta work on that. That's what I gotta do. I gotta work on that. So yeah, it gets a little spooky, but man, I appreciate y'all for joining me tonight. Yeah, it gets a little it just get crazy. It just get a little too crazy. I gotta edit that. That's dropping tomorrow. A part of it tomorrow. She say his name too. She say who she talk about. So it just get wild. Just yo, man. I appreciate y'all for joining me. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. Again, her name is Sugar. It just get wild, man. You know me, I don't give a, it just get wild. But yo, man, let me roll. I'll holler at y'all. The Bernadette Price interview is out. If you didn't see it, here it is. You could leave me now and go watch this interview if you didn't see it. That's it. I just posted it in the chat. It's a good interview. If you didn't see it, yes, always.
Doggie Diamonds did this.
I kind of like that sound. If you tell, dude's out here getting. She said, what the hell is going? He's a well-known person too. Well-known. I gotta protect my channel with this one because this is gonna get a little crazy. But yeah, that what I just put into the chat, that's the interview I did tonight. This is my second show tonight. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta go. Until next time, I appreciate y'all. I'll be back. Rest in peace to Malcolm Jamal Warner. Rest in peace to Hulk Hogan. Rest in peace to Ozzy Osbourne. And rest in peace to Chuck Mangione. I'm out.